We're leaving Wardrick Wells Key and we're sailing north to Shroud Key, which is one of the spots we really love. It's just beautiful there. And we're heading back north ultimately to pick up our friends at Nassau, who are flying in what, 2-3 days, I think. We love to leave the anchorage without starting the engine and all that hassle, which we almost did. It's pretty easy most of the time. Today it was a bit windy. Essentially you just raise the mainsail, sail right up to the anchor, turn around and leave. But we got off on the wrong tack and I couldn't get it to turn around in time, and we were next to some pretty close shallows, so I started the engine. But it's pretty fun just playing around with the boat like that. We're back at Shroud Key again, which is one of our ultimate favorite places. It's just awesome here. Anyhow, we're anchored and it's about 5 o'clock and we just cooked dinner. And tonight on the menu is some mashed potatoes and green beans. Bear in mind, everything we eat has to come out of a can in the bilge. So creativity sometimes is lacking. This is some canned ham. It's, let me see here, like, I don't know, DAK premium ham. It's not Spam, which Kenzie keeps accusing that I'm making Spam. I'm not. And this is some stuffing that I just added some more water to because I always underestimate it. So it's a pretty simple meal, but hungry sailors will eat it. Kenzie's trying out the ham, not the Spam. It's ham, not Spam. I mean, Spam is ham, but not all ham is Spam. This is not Spam. This is ham. This is no, it's Spam. How do you like it?
It's one of those foods you try not to touch with your tongue.
Oh, okay. Sure. So it's not as good as your mom's ham. That's good stuff, huh?
Right.
Right.
But it's okay.
You're taking another bite of it? That's a good sign. And 2 pieces at once, huh? You like it.
Let me get rid of it quicker.
Oh, dang it. How's the rest of the meal?
Good.
Good. Alright. Best part of dinner, as always, is dessert. I've got a fruit cup of mango here, which is just delightful.
I'm having peaches.
Fresh mango's better, of course, but when it comes to no mango, the choice between no mango or fruit cup mango, I'll take the fruit cup.
Sorry, that was not a good meal. That was awful.
It really wasn't, yeah. We've had really mixed results with our cooking on this expedition. We've had some meals that are just incredible, just awesome, and we've had several that are just total flops. And it's kind of hard though, cooking with just like basically long-term storage food out of the bilge. Yeah, and a lot of odds and ends like partial meals and stuff. So what we had was mashed potatoes from a dry mix and stuffing from, you know, the typical instant mix, and canned ham, which tastes like Spam, and canned green beans, which were pretty mediocre. And you mix it all together and it made a terrible meal. Like, it was alright, we're not starving to death or anything, right, and we're not out here for the food, but right, some of our meals really have been fantastic. So we're trying to figure out what we could do to make our meals better for the rest of the trip, and also to maybe give a pointer or two to someone else cooking or preparing for their own long-term adventure. So the things that have worked brilliantly for us is rice, for one. We brought a rice cooker and probably 10 pounds of rice, and the rice cooker runs off the inverter. It only uses a few amp hours to cook a whole pot of rice. It's really quick and easy, and it's amazing. I make fried rice really well. I lived in Asia for years, so I do a lot of Chinese and Thai dishes with rice, and that comes out really, really good every time. But you gotta have some fresh ingredients for it, like at least some cabbage or some fish or something to put in the rice. Otherwise, you know, your fried rice is just rice. Right. So that's worked out great for us. What else has worked good for us? We've our favorite meal so far is actually Thai peanut sauce over rice with a side vegetable, either you know, green beans if we don't have cabbage, or some fried cabbage, and then canned bacon. We found this canned bacon online that's what's it, Yoders, I think is the brand. It's really pretty decent. It really is. It needs salt, ironically, which you don't associate with bacon. We salt our bacon a little bit. But it's pretty good, and it makes for a good smoky flavor to go with the Thai peanut sauce, and, you know, some cashews on top and some cabbage. And it's a really good meal. So I guess we like Asian food a lot more than traditional American food, but it's, it's funny the contrast between a really great meal and a terrible meal. Snacks. There is not enough room on any boat for too many Rice Krispie treats. No, how many? It's
Rice Krispie treats?
It's impossible to bring too many Rice Krispie treats. There's just not a logical conclusion to too many Rice Krispie treats. It can't happen.
So some snacks that we have brought, Rice Krispie treats.
Yep.
We had a big bag of trail mix. Yep. We had lots of bags of jerky.
80 Rice Krispie treats. We've eaten 3/4 of them because I'm so sparing with them. Oh, I love Rice Krispie treats.
We have fruit cups.
Yeah, fruit cups, fruit snacks. Dried fruit actually has been good. I like dried mango, so we've eaten a decent amount of that. But I ate the entire bag, the entire last bag today. So no more dried fruit. By myself. Yep. I just downed it.
We have lots of fig bars.
Yeah, which are kind of dry and bland after you've eaten like 200 of them.
Yeah, but they're okay.
They're okay.
We had lots of chips.
Sort of a lot. Not a lot, actually. We had like maybe 4 or 5 bags of chips, which isn't a lot.
Yeah, but we...
You know what we underestimated was the temperature out here. We didn't bring any chocolate because we thought it would be a pile of goo after 3 days. It's not been hot enough for the butter to melt even. Especially down in the bilge where it's water temperature. We could have bought piles of chocolate. And we have 0 chocolate. None.
Well, I have one crunchy bar that I've been saving.
Oh, crunchy bar. Yeah, I don't like those candy bars. Yeah, we don't have like a Snickers bar with chocolate on the outside that I could lick off or anything. Which is tragic because I love chocolate.
The closest thing to chocolate we have is Nutella. And we've been using that on a lot of things. Just wishing it was chocolate.
And we didn't bring a lot of cookies because all the cookies I like are chocolate covered or chocolate filled or chocolate M&Ms or something. So we ran out of chocolate chip cookies and everything else early on. That's been tragic. You can't have enough cookies. It's just plain and simple. Matt's bringing us cookies, actually, which we're excited about. You can buy cookies here, but it's like $7 for a bag of Oreos.
At the little package.
Yeah, not at the jumbo size. Yeah, the regular size. So that's pretty pricey. We found some good chocolate bars, but they're like $2 for like this little tiny miniature size chocolate bar, so it's expensive.
We have instant oatmeal. We have lots of pancakes.
Yeah, instant oatmeal is good, especially if you got some trail mix to put in it, which I really like, you know, some raisins and cashews or something like that, and some dried fruit. We've eaten a lot of pancakes, which is actually nice. It kind of feels like a fresh meal. And we don't have an oven, so we can't bake brownies or, you know, chocolate cake or anything like that. So having, you know, a pancake with Nutella on it, it's pretty nice, pretty fresh and nice, actually. Fresh vegetables, you don't realize out here, you know, you may have some meat to go with something, but there's no vegetables. And like,
and if you do find some at the store, they're really, really, really expensive.
Yeah, the cabbage has been pretty reasonable out here. About $4 for a head of cabbage, which isn't terrible. I mean, it's, you know, it's not as cheap as back home, but something like asparagus or broccoli is more like $7 a pound, which is out of our budget. You know, for some people, I'm sure they could swing it, but it's out of our budget. We actually did a fantastic job packing the boat with food. It's just that we've been eating off of it for a month and a half now, and we're sick of everything we brought. But we did great. We've eaten about half of it now, which is fantastic. And we've had, most of our meals have been pretty enjoyable.
They have been. But they're starting to get old.
They're starting to get old. The problem was we brought like 10 meals of one thing and 20 meals of something else. You know, we have like 30 boxes of macaroni and cheese. And so Kenzie won't even touch it now.
Whatever. It's not as often.
Yeah. And so the variety's not bad, actually. But after a month, even if you had 10 meals to choose from, it's not a lot of variety. Yeah. All in all, it hasn't been bad. I haven't really missed anything that much. Of course, we're not out of Rice Krispie treats yet. But it's been pretty good. We haven't really been in want for anything. And the beauty of these islands just dwarfs any craving that might be lurking in my stomach anyhow.
Yeah. We haven't had to do any shopping, really.
No.
The only shopping we've done is because we, like, wanted to.
Yeah, just
to experience it and, like...
Or cabbage.
Yeah, I think Randall always wants cabbage.
I always want cabbage. I love cabbage.
But other than that, we haven't needed to do any shopping at all.
Yeah.